Let me show you how to do the velocity graph. For some reason, you can't select the time and the velocity, even if you do a select, control select or whatever, right? For some reason that messes up. So let me just show you how I've figured out how to do it. If you figure out a better way, please show me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select my velocities here. So that is a click, shift click there, right? Is that devilry? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a chart. It will suggest something helpful like a column chart. Why not, right? But you want to go over here and you want to select the scatter graph, right? Which will give us an X and a Y axis. Notice that we really don't have a Y or an X axis here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, so see here, this thing here, right? I want to select an X axis, right? And it's asking me to select the range. And so I'm going to go here and then there. Right, so select the time, and now there it is. This is the correct graph. Sadly, it has no title, but we can fix that, right? So let's customize and chart and axis title. So the chart title is going to be velocity versus time, and then horizontal axis title is going to be time in seconds, and what's our vertical axis title? Velocity, parentheses, centimeters per second. There we go. Ooh, that looks good. All right. And then the legend, I don't know, that legend to the side, I'm going to put it inside, especially when we put the equation on there, right? Okay. And what we want is we want to get an equation on there. Okay. So let's go click on the series. Let's add a trend line. Linear is actually what we want. Only thing we have to do here is add a label. Let's use the equation as the label. Let's see an r squared there. Now take a look at this, right? We think this thing was free falling, right? We think that the acceleration should be 981 centimeters per second, but we're getting 970. So we're in the ballpark, right? Because it was acceleration of free fall, right? Okay, and then all we have to do really is to move this guy. I'm going to move it. Let's see. What am I going to do? I think I'm going to try to make this thing. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. We have to do this. We can't. I'm going to make it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select print. And it looks like I can move it as a little farther to the right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it to the right a little bit. Always do a print preview. Remember, you can't print from your Chromebooks. Looks like it lets me do that. So I'm going to try this again. And I'm just doing Command P here. And that's good, because you'll want to leave a little room here, because when you compare the tangent lines on your velocity graph to the instantaneous velocities, it's nice to have room right here to compare it, right? This graph doesn't have to be terribly big and beautiful, okay? And then just one last clue. If you make your graph and there's suddenly one point that's like twice as high as all the other ones, what happened was you missed one of the positions. You skipped a dot, okay? So if you see a giant spike in your velocity graph, and you won't see it till you look at your velocity graph, if you see a giant spike in your velocity graph, go back and check and make sure you got all the dots. You probably skipped one number, okay? That's it.